Welcome back in, everybody, to the second game of YNT versus Sigma.YNT. YNT in that first game, they just looked fairly in control of it. Violent trying to get himself farmed up on the Nagasar and just could never really get to where he wanted to. Even with the Bloodthorn, the Manta Style coming out with that Butterfly, couldn't find the pickoffs. Corruptible as well. Actually delayed the Hand of Midas, going for that first couple of points into the Scorched Earth. The Infernal Blade to come out as well. Did get Lucas down low, but was never able to really finish the job in lane. They did kill him off the once. But apart from that, yeah, it wasn't enough to get the kills. So Sigma.YNT here looking to bounce back in the second game, force it through to a game number 3. YNT looking to take it in 2 and show that they are the top dogs when it comes to the YNT brand. And whoever wins this will be pushing themselves up into, I do believe, second place momentarily. Obviously, because PerkChamp Rise still have to play and won't be able to respond till tomorrow when they do, excuse me, not tomorrow, on the 18th, so on Saturday when they do both play. So yeah, the winner of this series will jump up to second place on a 4-2 score. The loser will be sat on a 3-3 score, and, well, they're safe because I don't believe... maybe, actually, X3 could catch up. They do play PerkChamp. So yeah, X3 are the only team here in the bottom 2, because X3 1 and 4, HF 0 and 5. So yeah, if X3 win their 2 remaining matches and Cybercats wins up against Rise, there could be some spicy tiebreakers down at the bottom.
5 seconds
That
remaining.
is still a possibility. So that's something that we have to keep an eye out for and look out for. As they will be going to Hurry. Hurry will be taking through the rest of Division 2. This is actually my last series. So let's make it a good one, shall we, YNT? Yeah, coming through the draft. The arguably banning out, the Lena goes out, the Nature's Prophet gets taken away as well. Death Prophets, Tusks, Treants, Rubiks, Clockworks, Lashes, all still there for both sides to pick up if that's what they want to go towards.
Radiant team ban.
And it's going to be the tree, the Broodmother as well, because Broodmother had a really good game in that last game. If that is what they want to be banning out here, YNT, not giving that first pick over to... I mean, Sigma, if it's not the Brood, I expect it...
remaining.
Or excuse me, if the Brood gets banned here, I expect Sigma... It's actually going to be the Bat Rider. So YNT, they do let that Brood through, maybe to go for it twice now. Sigma, do they go for the Rubik here? The Broodmother? It's going to be for them. They go straight in for the Brood. Okay, let's see if YNT, do they have an answer for it?
Dire team Naga Siren.
They're going to go in for the Naga. And the Death Prophet here as well. So yeah, some push potential, some early pressure to be put out here for YNT. Has a decent amount of wave clear as well with the Crypt Swarm. So the Spiralings do need to be careful. Once the Death Prophet starts to get active around the map, starts to look to start to roam. I wonder if they go back for the Phoenix as well. On
Dire team ban.
the side of YNT.
Tinker.
Sunray is quite nice at dealing with him, but Sigma just goes straight for the Tinker. Okay, just mentally preparing myself for the Tinker pick here. The catch potential coming through from YNT.
10 seconds remaining.
They could look for like a position for Spirit Break if they wanted to. The Nature's Prophet's already been banned out, so that chase won't be available to them. They could look for
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, I still wouldn't mind like a Nyx or a Spirit Break or something like that, specifically to target out this Tinker. But YNT, again, they ban out the Snapfire, so no Snapfires here today. Again, I don't think the Snapfire is that bad. It does quite well on the Broodmother in lane, against the Broodmother in lane, being able to cook you out, slow them down with the Scatterblast. And then when the spiders do come in as well, you've got the Scatterblast for them. Multiple kisses to rain down as well.
5 seconds
So I'm surprised at YNT. Maybe they just don't like the Snapfire pick. You know what I would like to see on YNT, though? Get yourself a good mid laner that can jump, like the Tiny, or gets himself a quick blink. Or an Ember Spirit that gets the lockdown with the Searing Chains. And then get yourself a Techies. That silence and the stun onto the Tinker. Doesn't matter if he tries to refresh. He can't refresh if he's silenced. And again, some good jump potential there with that tiny, the avalanche toss coming through, and then the blast off from the techies to follow up. Tinker won't be able to do anything until he
10
gets himself a
seconds
BKB.
remaining.
At least
5
that's what I'd
seconds
like to see.
remaining.
And the Tinker is pretty popular as well in the Eastern European region. So I wonder if YNT, how are they thinking about this here up against the Tinker? Just taking the time, looking at these bans, what they want to be taking to. I mean, go for a 4 Spirit Breaker and a 5 Techies. It do me, I'd love to see that.
Dire team ban.
They ban out the tiny themselves, and so what? Looking for the wave clear heroes. I wonder if they ban out the Medusa then. After YNT having such a good game on that Medusa in the last game with Lucas, I wonder if they take it away from Sigma. Because again, I imagine these two teams being
10
under the same
seconds
brand,
remaining.
maybe are going to be sharing ideas between themselves. You're going to be looking for these picks that
5
other teams
seconds
might not be looking
remaining.
towards. So the game plan might be in the head from each team. So they are just trying to play some
Radiant
5D chess,
team
just
ban.
outwit each other. Yeah, the glimpse onto the Tinker would have been nice as well. He gets the TP away. You immediately bring him back in and then look for the gank onto the Tinker. Shut him down with a static storm there as well, so he can't even go for that refresh.
10
YNT.
seconds remaining.
What else do they want to ban? They take out the Pudge.
Team pick.
Yeah, okay. Pick up the Rubik as well. So, no techies, no Spirit Breaker, I'm afraid. But YNT, they do get some really strong heroes here. The Nagasara and the Death Prophet and the Rubik, all effectively, I'd say, top 3 heroes in the
10
roles.
seconds remaining.
Like, incredibly effective at the roles they want to play
5
here in this game,
seconds
even if you do
remaining.
flex that Death Prophet into the mid lane. Up against the Tinker, so you can do the damage with the Spirit Siphon, look to get the last hits out with the Crypt Swarm. I mean, you could play the Spirit Breaker 5 as well if you wanted to, if you really wanted to get that hero out up against the Tinker. It would mean that you had 2 melee heroes up against the Brood in the lane, but with the Ensnare, I'd like to see an earlier point into the Ensnare if they do go for that. But the Ensnare and the Bashes actually come out from the Spirit Breaker. Hoodwink is still there as well if you want to run that as a 5. I mean, Sigma could go for that themselves here. For the setup, for the kill potential. Just burning through some reserve time here to think about this. I don't know, like Arc Warden pick or something like that. Okay, so they go for the Phoenix. Okay, but you still have to worry about the song into the Nagasaran coming in and breaking that egg. So what are you going to get that separates the Phoenix away from that Nagasaran, even if the song comes out?
10 seconds
like maybe
remaining.
Mars, something like that that can build a...
5
you still have,
seconds
you have the
remaining.
Broodmother, so you have your offlaner already. So Sigma, maybe looking at this as a deny pick away from YNT. And yeah, do they pick up the Medusa, try and turn the tables onto YNT after that last game? I suppose as well, if the Tinker's out of range, you're going to have the laser that the Nagasaran isn't going to be able to last hit or try and right-click the Phoenix Egg down with. Because, well, you're going to be missing. For a few seconds at least. Sigma coming through all the way through this reserve time for this next
Radiant
pick.
team pick.
Lion.
Oh, the Lion. Okay, the mana drain deals with the Nagasaran illusions, especially when you turn it into that AoE mana drain a little bit later on into the game. Big blow-up potential there as well.
10
Nagasaran, I
seconds
think,
remaining.
definitely needs a heart in this game to avoid the Finger of Death coming
5
after the Lion.
seconds
Rubik, though,
remaining.
if he's quick with a steal, could turn that right back around onto the Lion. And it's not the quickest animation in the world as well. That Finger of Death. Also something a little bit different from Sigma. And now YNT, where do they want to go for this? Potentially, do you run the Death Prophet mid or off? So you're looking for what, a 5 and either a 3 or a 2? So YNT, just again, they're talking about it. They're building through this reserve time. And just taking team talks, just letting themselves go, see what they can come up with, what they want to be picking up. I mean, with the Tinker being here, I wouldn't mind them going back for the Doom and putting the Death Prophet in the mid lane. I know Sigma had it in the last game, but hey, everyone's a YNT player here, so technically you say they shared it between the two of themselves. But yeah, getting them be able to get the diver like a Slardar or something. It is gonna be the Spirit Breaker. Okay. So that's the answer to the Tinker. Now, is it gonna be the 3 or is it gonna be the 5 Spirit Breaker? Maybe put that in the lane with the Death Prophet. Run the Rubik as the 5 with the Naga Siren, so you've got melee as and range
10 seconds
in
remaining.
both lanes. But we'll wait and see what the final pick is going to be, because he can
5
flex his Death
seconds
Prophet and
remaining.
the Spirit Breaker between... and they have that last pick as well. So they can answer back to whatever carry comes out here from Sigma.
Team ban.
Meanwhile, Sigma ban out the Enigma. Again, more control to come through. Midnight Pulse into the Black Hole. It deals with the Spylines. It deals with the Broodmother. Keeps it locked down for a decent amount of time.
10
What else is still there? The Faceless Void is still available.
5 seconds
An
remaining.
Illusion Hitter.
Dire
Ooh.
team ban.
Yeah, Morph might not have been too bad. Terrorblade for illusion on illusion action. What else?
10
Could they go for a
seconds
try and maybe
remaining.
overwhelm with the Phantom Lancer and a Diffusal Blade?
5
Also with the Battle
seconds
Fury as well. Might
remaining.
even pull out the Luna. Get that Luna out the bag. Up against this Naga Siren. Medusa could be, again, if they want to turn this Medusa around, try it themselves here, Sigma.
Radiant team ban.
But they ban out the Night Stalker.
Dire
Yeah,
team
being able to get
pick.
another one, get on top, get the silence off onto the Tinker, that AoE silence as well. So it doesn't really matter unless you go for that BKB, because the Tinker wouldn't be able to get himself away from the Night Stalker. And 6 seconds, 7 seconds on the Crippling Fear at nighttime as well. It is kind of curtains for the Tinker if he gets caught out
remaining.
there. So with no reserve time left whatsoever here for Sigma,
5 seconds remaining.
getting that Night Stalker ban literally in the last split second, what do they want to
Radiant
go
team
for?
pick.
It is going to be the Marcy. Okay, Unleash. You get your Battle Fury out. The Marcy could be able to clean up these illusions. I like this pick from Sigma. Whether it's going to work or not, we'll have to wait to see. But it's one of those heroes that, again, it's got a lot more popular over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Towards the end of Division 1, teams have started to pick it up. Eastern Europe,
5
a little
seconds
bit more
remaining.
slow to adapt onto the Marcy because they were comfortable with the picks that they were already getting out. But yeah, teams have started to pick the Marcy out. You get a quick BKB, Battle Fury, into the BKB, and then into a Basher, just looking for the jumps in. Maybe even get yourself a heart and an overwhelming blink. A Marcy with the Unleash really does rip through heroes. The Broodmother being able to take advantage of the sidekick here as well. So it is a really nice pick for Sigma, and looking to force it to a game number 3. For YNT, again, 10 seconds left. Where do they want to put this? Is it going to be the offlane or the mid lane Death Prophet? The offlane or that position 5 Spirit Breaker? Well, reserve time burning through. They've got to lock something in.
You may now select your heroes.
Ooh, yeah, scouting out, getting the vision, and it is going to be BB on the Death Prophet. So it is that offlane Death Prophet. You've got Bignum playing the Spirit Breaker. So it is going to be the position 4 and Slayer in the safe lane with the Rubik, I guess. So Naga Siren, yeah, Naga Siren, Rubik, and Spirit Breaker, Death Prophet. Meanwhile, Zeus in the mid lane, just doing what he can again, trying to do damage from a distance. Doesn't have to rely on his right clicks. The right clicks are going to be nice, but doesn't have to rely on those to get the last as well with the Arc Lightning bounces. For you, if he comes in close for the lasers, I mean, the lasers and the rocket spam, Zeus does need to be careful about this. About being caught out with it. A rotation with the Lion as well. It could be a quick kill onto the Zeus. So it's going to be interesting to see which way the Zeus wants to build. Whether he does go for that quick point into the Heavenly Jump, or if he's going to prioritize the Lightning Bolt as well as that Arc Lightning, and just have a value point there into the Heavenly Jump. Looking through, again, Y&T, comfortable position here, one game up against Sigma. But Sigma, the Marcy pick, the Tinker pick, the Broodmother, it's three very good cores that could win them this game, and win it quite quickly as well before the Nagasaran really ever gets going. So we will see how these two teams are going to play up against each other, and who's going to be coming out on top. Nice little touch as well that I guess you guys can't see in the draft, but the flags, you know, the opposite colors from each other. It's like the black text on the white background for Sigma, and then the white text on the black background for Y&T. Just a nice touch. But looking through into the second game, ooh, who would I give this to? Y&T just looked like they were in so much more control in that first game. But Sigma.YNT was some really good picks in the second. So the only way to find out is to get into the game. But before that, guys, we will jump into a commercial from our sponsors over at EGB. Check it out.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Right back in we go. And we see here, even though they lost that first game, Sigma.YNT, they've still got the smiley faces on. You know, they're still having fun. So let's... I was just saying, yeah, no level 1 rush here. Just hiding themselves in the rush pit, waiting for the smoke to wear off. And...
really put you off cover dodge list.
Nobody could respawn this. Yeah, so they did get themselves in smoked up, and maybe looking for a first blood with the split earth. Excuse me, the earth spike. Split earthy spells. Into maybe a rebound. The Marcy is going to show here, but will be the only one. Maybe trying to bait something out. As Y&T looking to group up, but the Broodmother is away from the rest of the team. So if a fight does break out, Y&T would be able to react a little bit better than Sigma.YNT. Bignum does come out here now as well. Phoenix is going to show. Did he want to try and pour out this rush pit now as well? With the bash, just a first hit bash comes out from Bignum, just right on top of Island. He will still be taking a lot of damage as well. They give that first blood over to For You with a good start. Did he get another snatch? That Brood? No way the Brood gets a snatch there, no. Lucas this time just pick it up and the tips onto Bignum. So Bignum, yeah, being caught out, being killed off.
It's all coming together.
Pretty much a free bottle for Tinker, because he did get the first blood. They did save it for him. So, Igor in the mid lane has to watch out now. The laser's coming through, but again, the Arc Lightning spam can look to just secure at least onto the range creeps here as For You. Trying to do what he can with the laser. Igor already taking a lot of damage from the creeps in the mid lane. Up on the top lane, how's it looking? Split Earth. Earth Spike. I've been saying Split Earth for the past 6 weeks. So any spell with Earth, it's just, the split is just lodged in my head here as BB being chased away as well. Vanscore, where's that Earth Spike? He just have it available once again. Going to be trying to get himself through the trees, but Death Prophet this time, Y&T, they're not going to be starting this game off well at all. Vanscore gets that second kill of the game. As Bignum was looking for that pull through. It's really important, I guess, for Bignum to hit that level 6. So yeah, he turns around, make sure he gets the creep aggro still going his way. Not the level 6, just the level 2 even. Really important that the Spirit Breaker gets towards that. So he can get that charge off, protect his teammates. Protect himself if he gets down low. He's in the mid lane. You can see last hits For You. Just get himself the first deny as well. So the Arc Line is out of mana now as well. Igor, this is the big problem, that the laser spam could be able to get the deny onto that range creep. But yeah, the heat seeking missile spams, the laser spam started here, and For You with that quick bottle, it's a lot harder for the Zeus to try and play in this lane. Will have his own bottle coming out just in time for the water runes. But For You being able to spam out just a little bit more into this lane. Igor being forced to use these Arc Lightnings to look for the last hits. Yeah, he gets it off. I mean, the 2 points into that, the 1 point into the Heavenly Jump as well. This bottom lane. That was Corruptible looking straight in for the ones. Yeah, and then the double. Oh, they might even be able to get the chase down. A lot of damage though. The Fade Bolt and Queasy, he gets down low. He's not got the point into the Icarus Dive. Holding a point here, holding that start point. Oh, excuse me, the ability point. just in case he did need to go for that panic button, you know, the dive away with the Icarus dive. The Fiery Spirit does miss both the Rubik as well as the Naga Siren. And how's Naga Siren looking in terms of farm? Last hit's 8. Okay. A little bit behind the Tinker in the mid lane, but everyone else, you know, will be falling behind or at least equal to this Naga Siren. They get another kill. BB goes down again. And BB, I mean, level 2, he's only got 1 point into the Spirit Siphon, being forced to use it there, and the control. As at least Bignum sees the funny side of this. Because I don't think BB will. Yeah, even Violent having a bit of a laugh. A bit of a giggle here in this lane. So Lion with the pull through once again. Bignum looking for the disrupt. For BB just trying to find that farm, find that level 3. Find that level, the levels into the Spirit Siphon to try and keep himself alive here. Oh, the dive in. Violent, does he want to try and get? He does. There was that Earth Spike, the Hex to follow up now as well. Earth Spike to come out, and BB, even the Spirit Siphon, he's going to go down again. He's only just come back to the lane. And Violent ripping through. The charge wasn't in time. And we get another kill onto the Death Prophet. 0 and 4. Sigma.YNT with a much better start here in the second game. At least, I guess at least Bignum's be able to soak XP. On this top lane, you know, look for a 1 to come out as well. Look for those last. Nope. Violent even taking that away from him with the denies. Bottom lane, Lucas. He is finding the free farm. He's got about 4 or 5 over the Marcy as well. But the Marcy again got kills on top of them. So net worth wise, this Marcy going to be right on top, or just right behind the Naga Siren in terms of net worth, keeping right up here. Violent looking for the Orb of Corrosion as well, so the chase down. Now BB is level 2, but close to level 3. In fact, he is like 4 experience points away from level 3. So the level 2 on the Spirit Siphon, or the pull through here. Vanscore just wants to disrupt this. Yeah, BB doesn't want to come too far forward and get caught out and killed off again. Level 3 will be here, so second point into the Spirit Siphon might be enough of sustain to keep himself alive if he is dove on. Lucas. Fiery Spirit's coming out onto the Naga Siren, so the Naga Siren have a little bit more harass coming out to him when the Rubik leaves the lane.
Even I like a good bottle.
But the pull through, it should... I mean, there's still going to be... No, the mirror image comes out now as well. I thought Corruptor was going to dive into that underneath the tier 1 tower with the Silken Boulder coming out, but just the mirror image coming through here. Yeah, Lucas all of a sudden, he is not untouchable because the Fiery Spirit can come through. The Icarus dive as well from Queasy, which it looks like they want to do. Bottom lane, they're going to go for the dive onto Lucas now, but top lane, Violent, did they get the kill? It's going to be the back here with the charge in, and Violent taking a whole load of damage, but he should be able to get himself back underneath the tier 1 tower. So, Violent, Thunder God's Wrath, they get the kill onto Queasy with that. Bottom lane, they were able to do enough damage, and Igor just picking that up, it looks like. Yeah, that ultimate just coming out. Now they get the charge down as well. Vanscore, though, with the Earth Spike onto Bignum with the double damage rune, taken away from the Zeus to get that bottle refill. Yeah, not even a bounty rune to go towards either.
Money changes hands.
So Igor just looking for the raindrops, looking for a clarity to get his mana back that way. In the lane, how's For You doing in terms of last hits, trying to deny? No, Zeus is sitting on top of the last hits. Tinker is keeping pace, but the laser beam, it's not been as effective as you would have hoped for, as he got the free D ward coming out as well with the lightning bolt. So that extra gold for the Zeus doesn't even need to invest in wards. It's going to cost him a little bit of mana, but with the clarities coming in now as well, mana boots are out for the Zeus. He's going to be fine in terms of mana management. Lucas, speaking about being fine, is Lucas going to be able to get himself away? Tier 1 tower is still up. They've got a Spirit Breaker that can charge in now as well. Spirit Breaker just trying to create stacks, it looks like, for the Death Prophet, because Death Prophet getting absolutely nothing out of this at the minute. Stacks will be scouted out by the Lion, though, so did he give these over to Lucas, yeah, I mean, Igor's going to be coming in. Look at that XP, I guess, is quick farm on these stacks from both cores, Lucas as well as Igor, looking to take them down. Ward is out. We'll see these being farmed up. Queasy looking to get himself some XP out of this. Has to be careful he doesn't get caught out. Speaking about getting caught out, Death Prophet, BB, is that his 4th death of the game? We're only 8 minutes in. He's having a terrible time here in this second game here, BB. Or maybe it's the tactical feeding. You know, you feed away a couple of kills, you are worth nothing in the fights when you do go down. But you increase the bounty of the players on the other side. Could potentially be, you know, yeah, just mind games. Van score again, the Hex comes out here onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker with the charge down won't be able to connect onto the line once again. Line with the quick fingers, the Hexes as well as these Earth Spikes here onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker just not able to get close to the line. Jungle Ward as well. So the D Ward, Igor has that vision, looking for the D Ward. He's going to be able to get it off now as well. Violent, not able to get that bounce in. How far away is he? Is going to go towards the Battle Fury here, Violent as well. So close to the. He might just go for the Perseverance straight off the bat. I mean, he has that Unleash as well as 4 points into the sidekick. So maybe he actually goes for the broadsword and the Claymore first. And look for the right-click damage potential with the Unleash. Though they're coming up onto Corruptible. There's going to be the TP in from the line. Can they disrupt this? Bignum stops short. The rest of the team went there. So yeah, Bignum is just going to be stopping short with the charge. And will be spotted by the wall on the back lines here as well. So Silken Ball comes through. Bignum's going to be a whole lot of trouble. Look for that TP out. Do they have the burst damage to take him down? They don't. The Rubik might go down. The Split Earth comes through. There's 3-4 heroes around. They do get the kill. The laser. And For You picks up that kill. While the Naga Siren, Lucas, shifts himself towards this top lane. And again, still wants to go towards the Manta. The charge actually connects Bignum though. Only level 4 was that instant there. Could be able to get the lockdown. The Riptide's coming through as well. He turns around with the Unleash. The sidekick, the lifesteal, and Bignum's going to go down. Exorcism through the chase onto Violent, Spirit Siphon, Crypt Swarm, anything. Thunder God's Wrath, it is going to secure the kill. And now the Icarus dive away. And the Tinker stops the TP. So they're looking to trade tier 1 for tier 1. Exorcism about halfway through, so we should still be able to get this tier 1 tower in the top lane. Okay, so YNT getting some objectives from that. A really nice kill onto Violent as well. It was just hard for the Spirit Breaker because he didn't have that level 6. Still doesn't have the level 6. Who took the tome? It was the Rubik. Yeah, Rubik wants the Spell Steal first. Spell Steal's a little bit more important as a charge here from Bignum, but Corruptible just might walk up. Silken Ball comes out. Bignum. TP in from the Zeus. Igor, what's he going to be able to do here? Bignum, he has that charge in 5 seconds, but it looks like Corruptible is just going to be able to walk himself away on the Spider. And yeah, so Broodmother still wants to go towards those creeps. Top of the net worth as well here for the Broodmother, so looking quite nice. Bignum wants that solo XP, wants to get himself towards level 6, which he will be able to pick up off this lane. Charge as well. Is it onto the line again? Through the trees this time, actually. With the ultimate, he might be able to get the kill. Now the strike comes out. One more right click. Yeah, Bignum takes it down. Going to be able to go for the TP away back to base. Really nice solo kill. Saw that the line was low. Was just able to come in and get that kill. Zeus, meanwhile, looking towards the Kaya, and the D push as well with the Arc Lightning. It didn't actually bounce towards the Spiderlands. Actually bounced to those creeps. I wonder if he goes for a quick shard on the Zeus. Is BB looking to push down this mid tower? How's For You doing? Okay, he's not doing too bad. Got that Blink Dagger. Going to go straight towards the Shivas. There is a couple of stacks up here for the Tinker to farm out. Mid lane just continues to be pushed out here as well. Death Prophet, level 8, so not a bad recovery. If we take a look at the hero levels, if I take a look at the hero levels, only For You, Violent, and Igor above him in terms of levels. Oh, Lucas now as well. So yeah, he has recovered quite nicely here on the Death Prophet. Has some net worth to catch up on the Death, but the double Wraith Band into the Greaves, you know, he is going to have some survivability to come through. There's going to be another Exorcism. Has a double damage rune now as well, so he might look for that pick. And the jump up from BB now as well. Spirit Cyclone comes out. There is going to be the Earth Spike. No charge in from the Spirit Breaker either.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So they may be looking for the chase out now as well. BB, can he get himself away from this one? It's going to be the Icarus dive in. The Supernova comes out on the cliff. Do they have enough to get the kills? Do they have the miss chance? No, it's not going to be enough to charge down as well, but it looks like Bignum just puts himself into danger here with that second Icarus coming through. Bignum, he gets taken away and found with the double kill. At least the Zeus gets out alive, but a really good stop on the cliff here from the Phoenix with that Icarus dive, and then the Supernova comes out. They just cannot right-click uphill. The disruption from the Lion. The Marcy jump in as well. And Violent. Not too far away from the Battle Fury, about 500 gold or so. And yeah, Marcy is going to look really deadly anyway. Or is looking really deadly anyway. How is this mid lane tower doing? Only Rubik sitting in lane, got that level 6, no spell stolen. I mean, he did die. Should we get the spells taken away from him? Is what happened there. Chase down, Igor going to be taking a little bit of damage from the Silken Boulder, from the Spiderlings. But I think he got as good as he gave there with that Arc Lightning. So yeah, Queasy, I mean, Queasy has that Icarus dive. If he wants to go for, I mean, Igor's not going to be able to go for the Insta. And you can see that Lucas not even really bothered about chasing onto the Phoenix here, as Igor just trying to play around, protect out the Naga Siren. And yeah, Zeus does want to go for the charge. Who's going to be charged out? It's going to be onto the Phoenix, but over the cliff and far away. Do they get the kill? The Thunder God's Wrath does come through here. Queasy. And yeah, the Thunderbolt to get that kill. TP's in now as well. In fact, the Earthspike doesn't connect onto the real Lucas. Igor, no, the Riptide's not going to be enough. And they do get the kill onto the Zeus. So a little bit too far forward there for the Zeus, and wasn't able to get the Heavenly Jump away to safety. And now Bignum, he's going to be left. One more right click, no, the bash. No, the laser miss. Spirit Breaker, he's not going to be able to connect. And Vance Core, he might be able to get the kill onto Bignum. Bignum with the TP away on the high ground. He gets out. Oh, if he'd have connected there and got a bash off Slayer? With the Stone Spiderlings. Stone Spiderlings gets the kill onto Vance Core. He was waiting for that. The Cliff Ward spotting him out. And the Rubik gets the kill. Really nicely done there from the Rubik. Even the Illusion spawning up more Spiderlings here for that Rubik. Just got the pings, so the micro. Maybe not as good as the micro controllers there. A Broodmother play here for the Rubik. But how's it looking? They've got themselves six kids. They've got more than 6 kids here with all these Spiderlings being spawned, but they've got themselves 6 kills ahead. On the side of Sigma.YNT. And
Dire's middle tower
it's only a 2k net worth lead here for them. So those 6 kills, not really bringing the massive net worth differential that they want. The Marcy's at the top of the net worth with the Broodmother. The Nagastar not too far behind. They get the kill onto Vance Core though, and the Exorcism will pop. Fortification, but the Greaves here for BB. So they do have that sustain here for the creeps as well. The Exorcism going. They'll be able to get themselves right on top of this tier 1 tower. Whether they probably don't go into the Roche Pit because the Exorcism will be most of the way through after this tier 1 goes down. Violent could contest as well with the dive in. And the Unleash. Supernova is up, so it's a hell of a lot of things you'd have to deal with if you wanted to go into the Roche Pit. Violent. Yeah, how's he looking in terms of farm item-wise? He wants to go towards what looks like the first item, BKB. It might be, I mean, it's just a casual Ogre Axe for now. So it could be the Basher for Violent if he wants that. You know, it doesn't have to be straight into that BKB if he doesn't want to. That's Corruptible. Looking to put the pressure onto the tier 1 of his own, but the illusions here from the Naga Siren. Riptide coming through. That's going to be the Manta style here now for the Naga Siren. And this time, this Naga Siren wants to go into the heart. Might just be given the time and space to go towards it as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Corruptible has that sidekick buff, but yeah, Violent just needs to dive himself away. The chase, it's going to be cancelled out by Bignum. We'll be able to get that D-ward off. BB just continues to farm, looking for those full creeps. He's going to be about 200 to 250 gold away. So this creep wave that he's moved himself up to, especially with the flag bearer creep, he should get the gold for it. Pull them away, but Crypt Swarm to come out, clean it up, yeah. So I think he missed one last hit. So he's still about 40 gold away here. But mid lane, Vanscore charge coming through onto him. Through the trees as well. The lightning bolt, the Thunder God's Wrath for the scouting tool. And they do get the kill into Vanscore. That's a lot for a position 5 line, but it does mean that you secure the kill, whichever way that goes. Your scouting tool, it's like a black hole. It's like a chronosphere as well. This early on, if you can use the ultimate for the Zeus, even though it is a bit of a longer cooldown, if you can use it to get the kill, even if it's just onto a solo kill, you absolutely do go for it. Speaking about kills, Bignum trying to chase down that onto the Brood. But the Sunray was out and didn't feel like having himself cooked alive there. As BB just looks to continue the split push out in the top lane. Not a massive swing. But, well, did he actually get the dive on? Actually, the Death Prophet, did he get the kill? He did. I think that's what production was just showing. The Death Prophet got the kill there.
Money changes hands.
Oh no, they killed off the Tinker. Now the charge onto Vanscore again. Coming through the river, though. They're going to see him through the outpost, but Ego's going to be waiting. Maybe to look to get that lightning bolt for the mini-stun. Yeah, the Arc Lightning comes in there. There's a mini-stun, but the Hex slows him down. Doesn't have that Nether Strike now as well. The Tinker's going to be TPing him. Bignum, oh, with a Finger of Death. They do get the kill. I thought he might have got himself out of vision. But that's going to be the second charge here for the Lion's Finger of Death. Exorcism's going. Nagasaren's in the pit, so they're buying time for this to come out. And the Roshan will be going the way now, but the Stolen... What level is the Stolen... The rockets, the heat-seeking missiles? Rubik level 4 on those. So the Arcane Supremacy, the Spell Amp, 22%. On already doing 340 damage from those as well. The extra cast range. God damn, Slayer. Loving that. Now the TP to the bottom. Do they want to go for the Ensnare? They have this Aegis out on the Nagasiren. Not too far away from the heart as well. Slayer maybe looking for the chase down here onto Corruptible. Heat-seeking missile starting to come out onto Corruptible. Well, they're looking for this D-ward. But Ego, yeah, for the lightning bolt. So he does get the gold for spotting it out, but it will be Slayer that takes it down. Lucas helping out there as well. The charge, they have the vision before you. He's going to get the TP away. In fact, it was the charge onto the Broodmother here as well. Corruptible, there's no follow-up, there's no Ensnare. Boyu has the Shivas out now, which is just, it's just a massive pain in the arse. Being able to clear clear the lanes like this. With the Shivas, just bouncing yourself around, the Blink Dagger as well, get yourself in, out, go for an overwhelming Blink Dagger and a BKB at some point as well. And just look to be untouchable because of the defense matrix. I hope he gets changed in the next patch. Like, I know he's not a massive threat in the pro games, but he's just a pain in the arse. If your team isn't that coordinated, you know, and usually you're going to be looking to that mid-pick last, where the Tinker would come out. It's just so easy for him to run the games. So yeah, just change the hero. Remove him from the game. Zeus right top in terms of damage there. You see the Death Prophet. Usually fairly high up with the Spirit Siphons as well as the Crypt Swarms coming out, the Exorcisms as well that you want to fight into. But Death Prophet for now, after the slowdown in the early game, how many deaths he got? Right at the bottom of that damage chart. Not really been looking to contest and fight into heroes. Just looking to, you know, find his farm, find those items. And I think the Nagasiren, looking at that heart. Yeah, he's going to be able to, he's got the recipe, so he just needs to get the courier out to the secret shop. Pull out the Vit booster, and that is going to be the heart here for Lucas. With 2 minutes left on the Aegis as well. I wonder if that's where they look to make the move. You know, look to make a gank cap and look to get some more objectives. Because there is still a tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Violent, he's got the Battle Fury. He did actually go for the BKB before the Basher. As yeah, Marcy just continuing to farm. Oh, look at that dip. It swung. That's just a valley on the graphs. Going the way early of Sigma.YNT, then all of a sudden swinging right back in favor of Mainline YNT. As Violent just continues to look for the farm. The Broodmother here as well. Broodmother corruptible. Does he get himself away? No, there's a group of the charge in. In no way. Thunder God's Wrath from the Scouts out, even through the trees, and they have the lockdown, they have the damage, they have the kill onto the Broodmother, and Igor was able to pick that one up. Do they want to fight into this now as well? I mean, the Marcy, it is going to be the fresh BKB, but it is still that Aegis up for the Naga Siren. With the heart now as well, I don't know if they fight into this. Well, I do know that they don't fight into this because they back themselves away. BB looking for that pipe next. Again, net worth-wise, he has caught up a little bit. The Zeus, I didn't realize the Zeus was so low down as well. He is within about 1,000 gold. Or about 1,800 gold of the Broodmother. And the Broodmother's had a really good game. Again, those starting kills as well to build the net worth on the side of Sigma. For you, it's going to be the BKB next. Yeah, just using the double Shivas, the rockets and the lasers to clear through these Naga illusions. So, I don't know if YNT are going to be able to do the split push things like they want to. Corruptible gets that tier 1 tower, doing the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane as well. So Exorcism up on the top lane. So, yeah, Naga Siren, I don't know if those split pushes are going to be effective with the Tinker being on the board. You know, the bouncing lasers when the axe comes out as well. The Shrink Ray, as it would be called then once that axe is out. You know, the rocket flare spam from the heat-seeking missiles. So I think they do need to maybe potentially look for the fights and then look for the objectives. They need to at least delete the Tinker to be able to move for those objectives here.
Radiant's middle tower
But already you see the Sigma with the Broodmother looking to put the pressure onto the mid lane. Broodmother. Fade Bolt does fly through. And just continues to bounce. But the pipe was used here. Now the Riptides, Arc Lightning's bouncing out now as well. Continuous, just continuous fuzz from that Arc Lightning because there's so many spiders there. Yeah, Zeus looking to help out his team again. If he can get the catch with the Spirit Breaker. And now the strike into the Thunder God's Wrath, into a Nimbus as well. This Tinker not in for a great time before that BKB comes out. How far away from the BKB is he? He's still... he's going to have it now after this camp. Yeah, the laser's bouncing through. He's going to have this one. Will be enough gold to pick up and buy out onto the BKB if that's what 4U wants to do. Which... he's looking for the farm, TP'd himself back. Does he? Yeah, straight up buys out the BKB. The Sigma, 25 minutes in, looking to put the pressure onto the base. 4 heroes here. The Tinker could TP in as well if he wants to. So how do mainline try and deal with this here? YNT. We've got the Zeus just backing himself up onto the high ground. The pop. The pipe. Excuse me. The pipe gets popped. But he will be able to do a whole lot of damage. Look at this. Forces out of fortification as well. Those tier 3s slowly being chunked away. There's a Spylins. With those pipes, it's really hard to get through. The Riptide being magical damage as well.
Dire are scanning.
And yeah, both the Tinker as well as the Broodmother being able to split push this one out. So they need to go for a gank. They need to take a really good fight. Roche is going to be back up in at least a minute. So the Aegis is down here. But Naga Siren with the Orchid, with the Manta, with that heart. Smoke coming out from both sides actually. They might just try and use the Brood as bait. Naga Illusions coming through. But which one's going to be the real one here? As they all move through on the front line. Smoke is going to be broken. Ooh, did he want to try and go here? Corruptible. Which one's real and which one's not? High ground wraparound. Thunderbolt does get dropped. Charge though. Move the cords out. The Thunder God's Wrath gets used. They're going to be able to get the telekinesis. The control onto the Marcy. Marcy with the sidekick though. Going to be able to heal up through this big gnome. There's going to be the supernova coming down. And they might even be able to get the kill. They do. The finger comes out. And Lucas, he's just going to be absolutely disappeared. The damage coming through. And now the chase is on. But they don't have that death pop for the next 48 seconds. Sunray as well coming through. Healing up Queasy. And Violent with that sidekick heal. The 60% lifesteal just absolutely rips through the Naga Siren. Rips through the Spirit Breaker. 27 minutes in, they might even just go for tier 3s. They've got the Tinker on the bottom lane looking to push out. And yeah, the damage between the Tinker as well as the Marcy completely deletes the lineup of YNT. So how do YNT go about this? Do you E-Blade? At some point you do E-Blade on the Zeus. He's going to go straight for it now as well. Yeah, I mean, he needs the last 300 soul gold here for the Aghanim Scepter. And then after that, he's going to be right into the E-Blade. And I think 9 times out of 10, you just drop that on the Marcy. I mean, even if you drop it on the Marcy, the insatiable hunger coming out from the Broodmother, as well as that sidekick that can still be cast.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And the BKB is there for the Marcy as well. Going towards that Daedalus, so going to be able to just, again, delete heroes if he gets jumped. Or gets the jump off. Which is going to be really hard for YNT to keep themselves alive, even with the Spirit Siphon coming out for the Death Prophet, even with those Greaves and the Pipe. The Heart on the Naga Siren. So you can see that Naga, he just wants to go straight towards that Nullifier. Yeah, they need to purge off the sidekick. They need to be taking that away from the Marcy. And it can be dispelled. How's this looking between Igor and Violent? Violent, a little bit more net worth. Same amount of kills, same amount of deaths. But Igor falling behind on the net worth. I'm not sure. I mean, Igor the mid laner, Violent the safe lane, and safe lane with the Battle Fury as well. But yeah, the graph swing going all the way down in favor of Sigma once again here in this second game. That's just a massive drop. I suppose if you do lose the Naga Siren was very fed up. I mean, top of the net worth as well. So if you do lose that Naga Siren like that, it is going to be a lot of gold, a lot of experience that you're going to be giving up here. That Sigma would just happy to pick up and say, thank you very much. Swing this game back in our favor.
You can keep your magic. I have laser beams. You can keep your magic. I have laser beams.
The voice spam. It's starting. Do we have the go? Ego does reconnect. Hopefully the ping won't be too bad. Hopefully he's going to be able to get himself back in. The well played. Is it there? Is he fine? Is he okay? Nobody knows. Hopefully he knows and we can get back into it fairly soon. Yeah, Marcy with the... Looks like the Daedalus build coming out as well. I mean, it is going to be the day. It doesn't look like it. It is the Daedalus build coming through. Already has the Chrysalis. So again, the extra attack speed that he gets from the Unleash, just be able to stack that damage up and just rip through it. You saw it once already. Absolutely demolishing the Naga Siren.
Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
Naga couldn't even really get the song off. I assume it's the Daedalus back into the Basher here for the Marcy. Get rid of the Orb of Corrosion. Well, speaking of Violent, Telekinesis comes out. They've got the grab. Do they have the catch? There is going to be a really nice jump through now as well. Once another strike, they get the control. Do they have the reveal? Because there's going to be the Glimmer Cape now as well. And Lucas, song comes out. Violent, he's got that BKB though. Look at how quickly Lucas is going to go down. Lucas, even with that song going, the jump in before you, gets the rocket flares off, gets the heat seeking missiles, they get everyone. They get absolutely everybody. And only the Spirit Breaker gets out alive there. Well, Skindred lied to me. Somebody does get out alive, but overall, look at how quickly, 5,000 damage from the Marcy, how quickly he ripped through the Naga Siren.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I don't know what you do here up against. They're just going to call GG. Yeah, okay, they know they can't get through. So 29 minutes in, YNT, they're not going to be dragging this game out for any longer. They just say we need to go to the third one. A really good showing there from Sigma.YNT to get themselves back in the second game. And YNT, okay, they are laughs, they are smiles. Knew they just couldn't win a fight there. They knew that, it was impossible after that one, after the song comes out, but Marcy just rips you down anyway with BKB going and the unleashed damage. They couldn't fight themselves back into it. So 29 minutes in, or 30 minutes in, 19-11, Sigma.YNT get themselves right back on the board. So both teams in with a chance to win this here. Sigma.YNT, you look at Violence, 6-1 and 11, but the net worth, he was about even with the Naga Siren. And yeah, the fact that he was so much more powerful in the fights kind of showed what actual power spike that Marcy was sitting on there. And the Naga Siren with the heart, with the Manta Star, with the Orchid just wasn't enough to keep him alive. BB 0-7 and 1. In 30 minutes, that Death Prophet died, what? In the first 8 minutes of the game, he'd already died 4 times. So Sigma with the control in this second game, really knowing how to take it to YNT, and YNT just getting absolutely punished. So guys, that is going to be it for the second game, but we do have a third and final to come in the series. But first, we are going to be taking a quick break. We'll see you right after this.